I know those feds are doing their job, but it pisses me off the way they act.
That one guy wasn't so bad, Harris.
Trust me, he was the biggest sneak out of all of them. It's all part of his little act. And that guy that broke the bowl, he did that on purpose.
Oh, I don't think so. He was just a klutz.
What was his last name? Razzo, what?
Grasso.
Grasso. You think it's a coincidence they sent him? If he wasn't Italian, he'd be back at the office sweeping up. The stupid jerk. They probably frisk him every night before he goes home.
Why?
Why? Because he has a vowel at the end of his name. That's why, Grasso. I mean, what's he think? He's gonna make it to the top by arresting his own people?
Pass the Mushu.
He'll see. He'll learn.
We have a vow.
Effing right, and you be proud of it. Jesus Christ, you think there never was a Michelangelo, where they treat people.
Did you know that an Italian invented the telephone?
Alexander Graham Bell was Italian?
You see? You see what I'm talking? Antonio Meucci invented the telephone, and he got robbed. Everybody knows that.
Who invented the Mafia?
What?
La Cosa Nostra, who invented that?
Who cares?
Wasn't it Salvatore Lucana, better known as Charlie Lucky Luciano, who organized the 5 families? Lucchese, Gambino, Bonanno, Profaci.
Is there something you want to say to me?
I just like history, like you did.
Can you just shut the fuck up about it?
Hey.
Hey.
AJ, did you know that John Cabot was Italian?
Whoa.
Like he knows who that is.
It's the famous discoverer of Canada.
The Bank of America. You ever heard of it? One of the biggest banks in the world. Started by an Italian.
The first American saint was Italian. Mother Cabrini.
That's right.
Is it true that the Chinese invented spaghetti?
Now think about it. Why would people who eat with sticks invent something that you need a fork to eat? And here's something else I bet you didn't know. More Italians fought for this country in World War II than any other ethnic group. And I won't tell you about Sacco Vanzetti either.
The 2 Antichrists that got the electric chair in Massachusetts?
Anarchists.
Isn't it Antichrist?
There were 2 innocent men who got the chair because they were Italian.
How can there be 2 Antichrists? There was only one Christ.
So?
And of course, Francis Albert.
In the papers, they said he was in critical condition.
He's gonna be fine.
Have they found the person that shot him yet?
No. Have you?
I'm not trying to pry into that part of your life. I know our deal. But I've heard you say before that you love this young man.
Christopher was clinically dead for about a minute. He thinks he had one of those near-death experiences. Says he visited hell, and they told him he'd be back permanent.
Who's they?
It's bullshit. It was a dream, combined with the morphine. But now he thinks he's gonna go to hell when he dies. He's all fucked up over it.
Do you think he'll go to hell?
No. He's not the type that deserves hell.
Who do you think does?
The worst people. The twisted and demented psychos who kill people for pleasure. The cannibals. The degenerate bastards that molest and torture little kids and they kill babies. The Hitlers, the Pol Pots. Those are the evil fucks that deserve to die. Not my nephew.
What about you?
What? Hell? You been listening to me? No. For the same reasons. We're soldiers, you know. Soldiers don't go to hell. It's war. Soldiers, they kill other soldiers. We're in a situation where everybody involved knows the stakes. And if you're going to accept those stakes, you got to do certain things. It's business. We're soldiers. We follow codes, orders.
So does that justify everything that you do?
Excuse me, let me tell you something. When America opened the floodgates and let all us Italians in, what do you think they were doing it for? Because they were trying to save us from poverty? No, they did it because they needed us. They needed us to build their cities and dig their subways and to make them richer. The Carnegies and the Rockefellers, they needed worker bees, and there we were. But some of us didn't want to swarm around their hive and lose who we were. We wanted to stay Italian and preserve the things that meant something to us: honor and family and loyalty. And some of us wanted a piece of the action. Now, we weren't educated like the Americans, but we had the balls to take what we wanted. And those other fucks, those other, the J.P. Morgans, they were crooks and killers too, but that was the business, right? The American way.
That might all be true. But what do poor Italian immigrants have to do with you? And what happens every morning you step out of bed?
What the fuck is this all of a sudden?
I'm just asking a question.
Oh, so you're taking a stand here now? Huh? You pick here to make a stand? After all this time, telling me that nothing's my fault because of poor parenting. You pick now to act like Betsy fucking Ross. When my nephew's in a fucking hospital, he might not get out.
Eugene Pontecorvo? He's so sweet.
Sweet? He was like an animal.
Are you gonna eat?
I'm not hungry. It's too hot anyway.
I told you I was making dinner tonight.
It's really good chili. You should have seen these guys. They were laughing. It was fucking sick. I mean, is this what you grew up with?
What are you talking about?
These people, your dad's friends.
I never saw one bit of violence growing up.
What about your dad's road rage? And didn't you tell me you had a boyfriend once who was killed, shot to death or something?
First of all, he was killed by drug dealers. African Americans, if that makes you feel any better. You know, you talk about these guys like it's an anthropology class. But the truth is, they bring certain modes of conflict resolution from all the way back in the old country. From the poverty of the Mezzogiorno, where all higher authority was corrupt.
I thought Columbus was the hero of America.
Oh, see, it's these Indians and the commie fucks. They want to paint Columbus as a slave trader instead of an explorer.
You gotta admit, they did get massacred, the Indians.
It's not like we didn't give them a bunch of shit to make up for that.
Land, reservations.
And now they got the casinos.
The fuck we ever get we didn't have to work our balls off for? I wouldn't mind sitting on my ass all day, smoking mushrooms and collecting government checks.
You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. It's anti-Italian discrimination. Columbus Day is a day of Italian pride. It's our holiday, and they want to take it away.
Fuck them. But I never liked Columbus.
Hey, what?
In Napoli, a lot of people are not so happy for Columbus. Because he was from Genova.
What's the problem with Genoa?
The north of Italy always have the money and the power. They punish the South since hundreds of years. Even today, they put up their nose at us like we're peasants. I hate the North.
Jesus, take it easy.
I'm gonna take action here.